we last got together. It's my favorite day of the year, so we're gonna rock it today. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna introduce to you a new face that's joined our city. So I need you to behave, okay, just for a little while until we break them in. I'd like to introduce our new Assistant City Manager, J.J. Murphy, and he's gonna lead us in the pledge.
Would everyone please stand, face the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome aboard. You may have seen this next guy around. He comes every year for the lunch. Please welcome Mayor Jim Ledford.
Thank you, Trish. You know, she does such a great job, we keep her coming back every year. How's everybody doing today? Well, I've got to tell you, we're here to say we appreciate you and what you do for our city. You guys are awesome. When we add it all up, it's an amazing amount of contribution. And the beautiful thing is, of course, you're volunteers, we get that, but you're like volunteers with passion because we get to do what we like to do in life. We do a pretty darn good job doing it, don't we? And so that's kind of what I see when I see our volunteers, is exactly that. So anyway, I want to welcome everybody to our Palmdale's Annual Volunteer Luncheon. And there is nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer. That's our theme, correct? Yeah, I believe that. It's true. So Antelope Valley, we've always cherished our rich military and aviation history. It seems only fitting that our theme comes from a quote from General James Jimmy Doolittle, who played an important role in the development of the Air Force research right here at Edwards Air Force Base. And while the General was referring to volunteers in the military, the theme really embodies the importance of your efforts, your work from the heart, not for the pay, not for the lunch, even though it would be a pretty good lunch. We got Lucky Roxy's today, going to give us lunch. But because you care, because you can do more, and we can do more together. We can do it better. So thank you, each and every one of you, for that. You guys are the best. You work side by side with our staff. You make our programs exceptional. And that's the difference in Palmdale, is you make our programs exceptional. Now, we take each time each year to visit with you. Well, just here for the lunch, but we're around year-round. We're with you in all the various programs, and it's amazing how deep our volunteer base is. When we go around the city and look at the input and the contributions you guys make, it really is telling. So I want to say you're noticed, and we appreciate that. So each year we do take time to make a little get-together with our community, and each year our volunteer team grows and evolves. We get new members, and we have some members that have been here from the very beginning. So it's a great thing, and I think our city's certainly much better off for it. So with that, let's enjoy each other's great company. We have a wonderful family feast provided by Roxana Martinez and her team from Lucky Roxy's Cafe. So let's give them a little motivational round of applause. Our lunch will just get a little better now. And so that, let's get with our recognition program there, Trish. Oh, let me do this. Let me introduce Councilwoman Laura Bencourt. Just walk through the door. Thank you, Laura. We also have Councilman Austin Bishop is here today. Again, thank you and welcome.
Thank you. So, enjoying this company, great conversation, we'll have lunch, and then we'll start the program in a bit. So before I bring up the mayor to get our program started, I want you all to put your hand in the air. I want you to do this. Okay. This is the universal volunteer signal for my friend did not get called up, they're sad, and they want to be recognized. Okay? So, we make mistakes, and we want to make sure we get everyone covered. Friends don't let friends leave unappreciated. Okay? So that's our ground rules. We will miss some certificates. When you leave, please check in with the lovely ladies out on the table, and they will make sure that we get it ordered. If it's missing, or if we have fat-fingered your name, or whatever we did to it, you just let us know and we'll get it corrected. I'll also be sending the video out with sound to the programs. So, did I cover everything? Am I good? Am I good, Bill? Okay. So with that, I'd like to bring back up Mayor Ledford.
Thank you, Trish. How was lunch? Let's give Lucky Roxy's another round of applause. Good job, you guys. All right. This time I'm going to bring up our city manager, Jim Pertee. He's going to say a few words, share his thoughts and wisdom. He's already got that appreciative look. Yes. All right, Jim Pertee.
Thanks, Mayor. So every year we cover how many people volunteered, how many hours they volunteered, what's that worth in dollars. So we'll do it again. Nearly 300 volunteers, so just a hair under 300. You guys get me 7 more and we'll cross that 300 barrier. Nearly 30,000 hours volunteered. So if you do the math, that's 100 hours per volunteer here. You think about that. And the value of that is getting close to $1 million, about $850,000 worth of volunteer time. So it's nice to put a number on that and kind of put it in the ledger and say, wow, those volunteers are worth a lot. But when you think about it, the volunteers that are here, that are volunteering at the city, making other people's lives better, giving to the community, giving of their time, which whether you're retired or you're working, and you're spending a little bit of time with the city to make things better, to make a difference, that's priceless. That's time that you're giving up that you could be spending with family, shopping, doing whatever the other things you like to do. And instead you're spending that time, that priceless time. You only have so many minutes and so many seconds in your life, and you choose to spend them on the City of Palmdale. And that's an amazing thing that dollars don't play into that. You know, you're changing people's lives, you're making things better, you're lifting up this community. And that's what we're all here to do. You know, staff and I, they pay us to do that. We make money doing this. Certainly we put in more time than they pay us for. There's no question about that. But you do it out of the goodness of your hearts. You do it for yourself, to feel better about what your place in the community. You do it for camaraderie, to be around the people that you share an interest with. And you do it to make a difference. And I think those things are all priceless, and my hand and heart are really out to you. Thank you very much.
All right, Jim. Okay, now, I think we're going to reintroduce Trish Jones. You don't need an introduction, do you? All right, here you go.
You don't think? I'd like to ask my presenters to come on up and join us. Lena has to be at the end of the line because she holds up the line. She chit-chats. So talk with her later. We're on to her. So first today, we've added a little new dimension to our luncheon today. Every year we recognize the individuals who volunteer in the different programs. But this year we wanted to reach a little bit outside of our own programs and recognize 2 groups that have made a significant contribution to the Palmdale community. And so 4 years ago, the Ross family took the Partners Academy class. and they discovered how much Palmdale rocks. And they wanted to do something for it. So they have, for the last 3 years, presented the American Classic Christmas in Ponsalon Square. And that is a program they do with their own volunteers, with their own sponsors, with their own, but it is a major contribution to our community. And so today we would like to recognize the American Classic Christmas.
Don't be sitting at that table.
And I have to say, these kids work. There's no texting, there's no anything while they're there. The other group is not new to the community, but they have certainly made an impact for many years, and I'm sad to say I don't know how many, but in the last 2 years they have found a new energy and a new focus and just have been an amazing part of our programming. And so we would like to recognize the Friends of the Library. Yeah, one of you's got to come up. Okay, just a warning, on deck we have the literacy program. If you don't know about our literacy program, it works with adult literacy students, and it was originally part of the city. We're happy that last year we brought the volunteers back into the city fold, and they do amazing things, and really their contribution to the adult population here out of our library has been spectacular. So I'd like to bring up Barbara Carson. Catherine Conterno. David Hoffman. Judy Hurley. John Manning. Ida Offerding. Marlene Pearson. Rachel Roach. Marlene Smith. Ralph Smith. He's with Marlene. Linda Kobayashi. And Michael Kobayashi. I'm sorry, I'm going to slaughter that. And last fiscal year, the literacy program gave 1,055 hours of tutoring. Thank you. We have different small groups that are not large programs, but they volunteer for very specialized programming. And the first of these is our Housing Authority. So I'd like to welcome Greg Cholakian. And Bob Brown. And Bob is the first of what we here like to call the double dippers. Bob also volunteers for our Playhouse. We also make use of volunteer hearing officers for administrative and parking citations. So I'd like to welcome up Thomas Ewens. A former member of our Housing Authority and now an amazing records management volunteer, Sally Sanchez. Yes. Sally also passed through neighborhood services on her way through to volunteer. As many of you know, we have an Adopt-A-Wall program where people volunteer to keep watch in their neighborhood for graffiti. They use specially color-matched paint, and they repair it for us, which saves our maintenance a tremendous amount of work. So I'd like to welcome up Mr. Ben Novelli. As many of you know, we renamed the Beryl Springs Equestrian Arena this year to the Sergeant Steve Owen Equestrian Arena. We have a small but mighty group of volunteers out there who maintain it and help keep it the pride of our area. And I'd like to welcome up John Thurston. Or maybe not. We'll get that done. Many of our library volunteers aren't here today because they're youth and they're kids and they still make them go to school instead of the luncheon. But I would like to welcome a gentleman who he has whipped our history room into shape. And so if you have not seen it or want to learn more about Palmdale, please head over there. And we would like to thank John Jack Gravance. Okay, one of our quieter groups over the years would like to begin the recognition for Legacy Commons. I cannot wait to retire so I can go over there and hang out. First, Mr. Alan Bandy. Patricia Kaysen.
I'll be there in a minute. It's okay. I'll just go that way.
We're going to take a minute. Mayor is going to deliver.
Yeah, I can deliver.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No, we're sorry. We should have had a path for you. We appreciate it.
Marilyn D. Giovanni. The man with the $1 million smile, Mr. Bill Gates. Not that Bill Gates. Denise Gregg. Thank you. Jim Hardman. Cheryl Huff. Miss Charlene Johnson. Marcia Johnson. By the way, they're also fit because they're over there doing Zumba and Pilates and yoga and pool. Miss Ruth Knight. Miss Juanita McWilliams. Miss Jeannie Nislett. Bijan Omidi. Miss Joni Osborne. Oh, I don't think Joni's ever missed a luncheon.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
One of our power teams, Elena and Randy Pimentel. I know. Lemonzine Riddick. Carlos Rodriguez. Work the room, Carlos. Deborah Schneider. Valerie Smith. Naomi Tanakawa. Normando Andy Tiamazon. Did I slaughter that? Sheila Urquhart. Ingrid Vanderhoop.
Here, we'll pass. There we go. You want it? Oh, okay.
You want to?
Sherry Williams. And last but not least, Senior of the Year, Mr. Harry Ward. He's gonna, every year we got that suave walk, that cool jazz presence. Harry Ward. Let me grab our next stand. Yep. All right, on to our amazing Joe Davies Air Park. Oh, but first, Legacy Commons donated 4,949 hours last year. So, they rocked it. On to our air park. If you haven't been out there, highly recommend a visit. It's spectacular, and it's all thanks to these gentlemen. Mr. William Blackwood. Mr. Ray Lyles. Mr. David Macias. And last but not least, Mr. Luis Provencio. And these gentlemen donated 4,158 hours last year. Now they don't do it without help. Our Adopt a Plane program, which pairs youth groups, service organizations with each plane to keep it neat and tidy. And so today representing Northrop Grumman Recreation Club. And also our Palmdale Chamber of Commerce ambassadors. Thank you to all our Adopt a Plane. We actually do a presentation out there for the student groups at another date, so we'll catch up with them. On to our award-winning, amazing Palmdale Playhouse. Okay, you're gonna have to be a little louder if you want to beat out Legacy. There you go. Miss Barbara Bates. Miss Julie Close. Miss Lydia Dogley.
I'm going to take 1 o'clock on Friday.
Miss Eloise Fenderson. Eloise is working the crowd. Yeah, I know you're working the crowd. I know it. This way. Miss Karen Gruka. Mr. David Holloway. Mr. Bill Kramer. Get over there. You may recognize Bill as another character during the year. Miss Desiree Poti and Gray. Okay. So I feel like I missed somebody. I did. Miss Donna Morrell. Oh, wait. Sweet. Miss Donna Morrell.
You want me to bring your dessert?
Oh, yeah, like outfitly. They usually, yeah, I can usually. Thank you.
Go that way. Okay, I missed the wave before, so I have to go back to a couple people at Legacy. Rosie Hall. Mr. Amber Goldberg. And last but certainly never least, South Antelope Valley Emergency Services. First off, Miss Gina McAfee. Oh, they're in order. Mr. James Kroll. Miss. Ms. Patricia Avery.
He's all for it.
Mr. William Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Cupid Barris. Ms. Barbara Carson. Angela Valdez. Saves Volunteers gave us 3,767 hours last year. Okay, this is the moment of truth, final wave. Did I miss anyone? No, just wave to me. Did I miss anybody? Wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you do every year. We couldn't do it without you. And I do want to just share one thing. If you've been able to hear the music for the thing, and that's completely my fault, we played a song called Points of Light. And if you followed this week with the passing of Barbara Bush, the Bush family started the Points of Light. And every day in this country, somebody is awarded a point of light for making a difference in somebody's world. You are our points of light. And you make a difference in my world every day. I said I wouldn't do this. But you most definitely make a difference in Palmdale every day of the year, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart today.
Let's give Trish another round of applause. She did a great job, huh? You know, I think we probably ought to keep her around, right? Yeah, she does. She's got a legacy.